start with a thoughtful, slightly melancholic tone. Have you ever thought about what the word family truly means, especially after you get married? Is it just yours and mine, or does it become ours? Today, I want to share a story that really makes you think about this. It's a story about a husband, a wife, and a dinner invitation that changed everything. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into it. It all started one morning just as the husband was about to leave for work. He turned to his wife with a hopeful smile and said, "My love, my family is coming over for dinner tonight. It's been such a long time since they visited. I was hoping, could you please make dinner for us?" You might expect a warm, "Of course, honey." But what he got was a cold shoulder. His wife shot back, "Me? Cook for your family? I didn't marry you to be a chef for your relatives. I barely even cook for you." The husband was taken aback, but he tried to reason with her gently. "My love, please, it's my family. They haven't been here in ages. Nobody cooks like you do. I could just order takeout, but they always talk about how much they love your cooking. They've really missed it." But she wasn't having it. Her face soured as she started to complain. "You just love giving me more work and more headaches, don't you?" He looked at her, his expression softening, and asked a simple question. "My love, do you love me?" Her answer was as sharp as a knife. "I don't love you." Despite the sting, he replied calmly, "But I love you, and if you loved me, you would do this for me." They went back and forth, the argument circling around the same point. Finally, exhausted and annoyed, she threw her hands up. "Fine, since you won't stop bothering me, I'll make dinner for your family." A flicker of hope appeared in his eyes. "You promise?" he asked. "I promise nothing," she snapped, turning her back on him. With a heavy heart, the husband left for work. He spent the day wondering what he would come home to. Would there be the warm aroma of a home-cooked meal or the cold silence of resentment? That evening, when he walked through the door, his question was answered. He found his wife sprawled on the couch, completely absorbed in her phone, the TV blaring in the background. The air was still, with no scent of food cooking. He approached her cautiously. "My love," he began, "did you prepare dinner for my family? They'll be here any minute." She didn't even look up from her screen. "No," she said flatly. He felt a knot tighten in his stomach. "Why not?" "Because I didn't feel like it," she replied, her voice dripping with indifference. "I only do things when I want to. Besides, that's not my family. If you want food, you can cook it yourself." The husband just stood there for a moment looking at her. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't argue. A quiet understanding seemed to settle over him. Without another word, he turned and walked into the bedroom. About half an hour later, he came out carrying 2 large suitcases. His face was unreadable. He walked past his wife, who was still on the couch, didn't say goodbye, and simply left, closing the door softly behind him. The wife was a bit stunned but quickly shrugged it off, assuming he was just being dramatic. She went back to scrolling through her phone, annoyed but also a little relieved to have the house to herself. Another half an hour passed, and the doorbell rang. "Ugh, his family," she muttered to herself, annoyed they'd shown up anyway. She reluctantly got up and opened the door, ready to tell them to go away. But when the door swung open, she froze. Standing on her doorstep wasn't her husband's family. It was her own, her parents, her brothers, and her sisters, all smiling, ready for a family dinner. "Mom? Dad? What are you all doing here at this hour?" she stammered, completely bewildered. Her mother beamed at her. "Honey, your husband invited us. He called and said you were missing us all so much and wanted to surprise us with a special dinner." The words hit her like a physical blow. The woman felt the color drain from her face. She felt like she was going to faint right there in the doorway. She somehow managed to usher them into the living room, her mind racing. She ran to the bedroom, her hands trembling as she dialed her husband's number. It went straight to voicemail. She called again, and again, and again. Each ring echoed the sound of her own panic. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, he picked up. "For God's sake," she cried into the phone, tears streaming down her face. Why didn't you tell me it was my parents and my siblings coming over? I didn't make anything. There's no food. His voice on the other end was calm, steady, and filled with a profound sadness. I told you my family was coming to dinner, he said. And my family is your father, your mother, your brothers, and your sisters. The day I married you, I thought your family and my family became one. I thought they became our family. But today I see that's not true for you. Sobbing, she asked, and now? What do I do now? They're all sitting in the living room waiting for the dinner you promised them. His reply was quiet, but it carried the weight of his decision. Serve them what you prepared, he said. Serve them nothing. This story, which echoes a powerful lesson, reminds us of a verse from the book of Proverbs. It says, "It is better to live in a desert land than with a quarrelsome and fretful woman." This isn't just about cooking a meal. It's about love, respect, and the very definition of partnership. It's about understanding that when you join your life with someone, you embrace their world as your own. Their joys become your joys, their sorrows become your sorrows, and their family becomes your family. Neglecting that connection, treating your partner's loved ones as an inconvenience, is like chipping away at the very foundation of your relationship. True love isn't just about grand gestures. It's found in the small, everyday acts of kindness and support. It's in the willingness to say, "Your family is my family." Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content that makes you think and feel. I'd love to read your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care of each other.